real servants aren't just praisers. I wish I had somebody. The real servants don't just praise him because it feels good. But a real servant knows how to worship him in spirit and in truth. Now, that was the problem in the text. Martha had it twisted. She thought servitude was in her cooking a meal for Jesus. And granted, cooking a meal for Jesus was servitude. But it's how you do what you do that really matters. She was doing it because he was hungry. She should have been doing it because she loved him. Oh, snap. I see right there that went over some of y'all's heads. You can't clean the church because the church need cleaning. You got to clean the church because you love God. You can't sing in the choir because you got a good voice. You got to sing in the choir because you love God. You can't preach this gospel because you got a gift to preach. You got to preach this gospel because you love him, you love him, you love him, you love him, you love him. Tell somebody, I don't do what I do just to do it. I do what I do because I love God. Do you think Minister Carl plays those drums because we need a drummer? I wish I had somebody. Minister Carl plays those drums because he loves God. Do you think these folks are running behind us, toting our Bible and our water because they love us so much? Come on, somebody. Every now and then you're going to get on somebody's nerves. But the reason why people do what they do in the kingdom is because they love God. Do you think I come to church every Sunday because I want to? Do you think I want to see some of y'all every week? I wish I had a witness. The reason why I do what I do is because I have a love for the Father. I'm a servant of the Most High God. Look at somebody and tell them, I'm a servant of the Most High God. I need you to tell them now. I need you to break it down to them and tell them the reason why I do what I do. Not because I'm so gifted. Not because somebody made me do it. But the reason why I do what I do is because I'm a servant and I worship him. I love God. And I'll do what I do. Without a dime in my pocket, I'll do what I do. If I had to walk to church, I'd do what I do. If I had to live in a shelter, I'd do what I do. If I had to go hungry for 3 days, I'd do what I do. If I had to walk by myself, I'd do what I do. Whether I was married or single, I'd do what I do. If God had to shut up my womb, I'd do what I do. Whether folk like me or not, I do what I do. Whether folk pass a law and say it's wrong or not, I do it because I love him. I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him. Tell somebody I do what I do because I love God.